CinePals. We are continuing forward with Blue Eye Samurai, episode 3, a fixed number of paths. A fixed number of paths. I was so concentrated on not saying Blue Eye to Samurai, I was taking out all EDs. Okay, a fixed number of paths is the name of this episode. Number 3. We're continuing forward now. Here we go.
Ignore her. Do it quick.
It's only an infant.
No, it doesn't even cry. The child makes no sound.
Are we getting rid of the demon?
Oh, Lord.
I can't.
Oh, coward.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
It's like Harry Potter. Lightning.
No.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Take the devil child and go.
Man.
Well, all right then.
I haven't said much about it, but I'm really happy that they have a show about a character who's half. Because as someone who grew up, it was confusing for me growing up. What am I exactly? You feel like you don't belong
In either.
Yeah. You're too white to be Asian. You're too Asian to be white.
Woof.
Well, we knew that was gonna happen.
Called it.
There's not much predictable in the show.
But that.
Yeah.
Get up.
Hey.
What did you do to him?
Not me. Not me. The fangs.
Master, no.
Well, we know he's got strength.
There's a shrine up the mountain. He'll be safe there.
That is a cool shot. This is such beautiful artwork in this show, dude. I need to stop saying it. I can't help but fan over it, you know?
It deserves all the praise. It is really stunning. We love shock dreams.
No one can see your face.
Whoa.
Dead?
Yep.
Which
fangs
one of the
failed.
4 fangs is dead?
All of them.
All 4 fangs.
That should give you pause.
Oh my god! Clearly, he's mastered the blade as well.
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah.
10 years I've waited for this moment. 10 years of planning to make our control of the shogunate.
Are we supposed to assume the possibility that this is the father?
I think that's kind of the idea.
Okay. But he doesn't have blue eyes. Does he?
And you
no, they're
want
green.
me to gift my attention to some malformed half-breed who's handy with a sword. So,
Anything is possible.
and do it your fucking self.
Scary.
Oh my god.
Prepare a tea ceremony.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
If he dies, you die.
Gotta heal him up so I can kill him myself.
That one's poison. Snowcap. 1 bite. Bleh. 2 bites.
I watched Into the Wild. I don't mess with that shit.
Nope.
Drink this. See?
Man, he handles that bowl like a pro.
Yeah. You gotta learn.
Yeah, I guess especially if you work in a noodle shop.
This one will speed your healing and rebuild your strength.
You need this, dude.
Vegetables, cod liver, herbs. Oh,
Oh my god.
That was fast. Gotta keep hunting.
My grandmother was very, very big, or is very, very big on
Master
etiquette.
Eiji's broken blade is a good fit for him.
Oh, yikes. And we weren't allowed to leave the dinner table until everybody was done.
Oh, so everyone ate quickly.
Well, no, my brother, myself, and my cousin all ate very quickly, and then my grandmother would take her sweet time.
Shit. Oh, damn.
Like 1 bite every 2 minutes. She'd just be sitting there, waiting. Oh, hey.
The guys just keep getting bigger in the show.
Yeah, oh my god.
A scroll.
You've been cordially invited to a tea ceremony.
He will lead you to a medial place where we can, in common safety, meet for tea. From Heiji Shindo.
How do you know that you can trust this?
Yeah.
There is no possibility this will be anything other than a trap.
Eiji Shindo will be there. He's a direct line to one of the men I am sworn to kill. Revenge does not hesitate.
Okay, so right, because she's got a list of foreigners that she's got to kill, I think.
It's literally like Kill Bill.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe this season's guy isn't her dad, because he doesn't have the blue eyes. I imagine there will be the reveal of the blue eyes when we meet.
You're not used to travel, or the cold. You need extra provisions to keep warm.
I have hot tea and money. Provisions enough for anyone.
The roads are full of danger, child.
You're gonna have to burn that money.
Yeah, right.
Your father will never know you left. You can be on your way to Edo.
The real danger's in Edo. I have a precise plan to avoid it.
Stop feeding my mind doubt.
I am not out here to learn a lesson.
Yeah, but we're about to learn one.
For sure.
Count to 10, then climb out that window. Run. Gentlemen, you've made a poor choice in stopping us.
That was not a count to 10.
Just take my purse and go. I have nothing else of value. Just some rice balls and tea for my journey. I could eat.
Then come and take them.
Oh.
Been some time since I killed a man. I wonder if I still remember how.
That's such a metal line.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh my god. Oh, come on. Should have stayed in hiding.
Yeah, if you just...
Ow.
Those pretty feet sure run fast. But not fast enough.
Oh, dang, all that money.
You're lucky I'm not a man.
Oh, dang.
No one escapes the chancla.
My friend, might you spare a ride to Kyoto?
Not Kyoto. Mionoseki, on the coast. It's important I be there by morning. I can pay.
It's like, well, it's pure gold, I guess.
Yeah.
You grody.
Nice.
Oh, man, give me the gold back. I'll walk.
I was gonna say, sometimes you gotta check the cart before you get in.
Do you remember, Kohama? My father lived and died by how many fish he caught in his net before sunrise. Enough fish and he could drink his fill. Not enough, he beat me instead.
Dang, that's rough.
Wow.
And I could smell the cod on his fists. Smelled it on him on his deathbed.
Don't make me feel bad for this guy. I'm
right?
enjoying not liking him.
Where else am I supposed to put all my hate?
I could become my father, or I could cut my way free of the net, and I could forget all about Kohama.
Yeah.
I remember Kohama.
And you're bullying. Mm-hmm. But now we understand why he was a bully. It all makes sense.
Hurt people,
Yeah.
yada, yada, yada.
hurt people.
Generational trauma.
There will be an army of soldiers to cut you into tiny slices, none of which can duel me. You need me because you're weak.
Calm down,
Still
Zuko.
a malnourished urchin on the street.
Oh, the glasses are off.
I can beat you with any weapon you choose. A spear,
Twigs.
a rock.
Chopsticks.
Oh, chopsticks.
Nice catch.
Really? Are we gonna do this?
I guess so.
Oh my god, if you have a chopstick fight.
I haven't seen a good chopstick fight since Kung Fu Panda.
Dude, your ego is already fragile.
Through the fingers. Rude.
Using your weakness against.
I mean, yeah. If you're fighting clean, you're fighting wrong.
It's not honorable. I spared you. Twice, dude. That's 2 L's.
You broke the chopsticks? What are we gonna eat with?
No way.
You know, the village kids used to scare each other with stories about you.
Mercy.
End of the woods, where the monster boy lived, with his mother.
We really gotta stop going after Mom.
You were a dog on our streets, living on gutter scraps.
I'm going back to not liking him even more.
Yep.
Being so mean.
Really gave us a brief moment of, oh, he could be nice, and then ripped it all away.
You're round.
When they were tossing like that, like Simba and Nala for a second. I was like, oh, please don't let this be like a romance between them. He's awful.
Oh no, no thank you. We're not going in that death trap.
Blue-eyed samurai walks right in.
It opens up here. Get ready.
PS5 load screen.
Yeah, right?
Often when you're walking between walls, it's always when Naughty Dog's loading a scene. No, but seriously, T.
Yeah, for realsies.
I was just in the mood for tea. We're nowhere near. You took us further than when we started.
Yeah, then you better start walking.
Shit. With the teeth? The black teeth?
Enough to get us there.
You had that all along? You knew we'd end up like this? And I'd give up?
Who taught you to paint, to read?
Survive.
You're like an orchid, lovely and singular, but suited for neither frost nor fry, and stubborn as to when to bloom to reason. Now, let's hire a horse and go home.
Nope.
I can still find Taigen.
You took a gamble on Taigen and lost.
He's not wrong.
Married to the shogun's son. I wouldn't have brought your father the match if I didn't think it was the best thing for you.
This is your fault.
Oh, no.
You never believed in me.
Oh.
Akemi. Akemi.
Yeah, you really said the wrong thing when you were like, I made this match because I thought it was best for you.
So soft, like fresh tofu.
Akemi. What is this?
He doesn't have that whole comparison thing.
No, he doesn't.
My fans follow me everywhere. I just left Shimabara's most exclusive brothel to find employment somewhere worthy of my talents as a courtesan. I hear there's a fine parlor in Miyonoseki.
Oh, miss, you are in luck. You need someone
Using
to
that
negotiate
noggin.
for you.
Navigating
Give you
the
best
world.
price.
Very clever. Clever gal.
All the best brothels, from Kyoto to Edo, or Mihonoseki if you like.
What a sucker.
You take my horse, please. Have to keep those feet supple.
Well, if there's one thing we learned from watching her talk to her dad and her lover is she's very good at finding exactly what button to push.
You expected an attack. Maybe I have 500 archers hidden in the cliffs around us.
That's an oddly specific number.
Abijah Fowler. He was one of the 3 white men who were in Japan when I was born.
There were 4 white men when you were born.
There are 3 now.
Oh.
I killed the 4 fangs.
That proves you formidable, uncommonly. Now I can keep hiring more and more expensive cutthroats.
The 4 fangs weren't the most expensive?
I know some problems you simply can't kill.
An offer.
A very pretty one.
An offer that cannot be refused?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
50,000 ryo.
I worked on him, though.
The current lord is a debauch. The shogun will appoint a successor at our request.
He doesn't know who he's
most
dealing with
things
at all.
our request.
No, he does not.
In return, you would have to offer an assurance you will let go of all ill intention toward me and Fowler.
An assurance.
What? The sword?
Your right thumb.
Oh, goodness.
I take it with me as a promise that you will never grasp a sword against us again.
I refuse.
Okay, there we
I
go.
have no interest in money or power.
There we go.
I have no interest in being happy. Only satisfied.
All right.
Fowler's castle is impenetrable. To reach him, you'd have to cross violent waters.
He's basically exiled.
You want to kill Fowler, I want my partnership with him ended.
Oh.
I can get you inside the castle.
How?
He's
Interesting.
just done with him. Because Fowler's being a dick.
He is being a dick.
You want him to get in that?
The ride will be long and horrible.
It's like The Hobbit.
Yeah, right? Riding down the river in a barrel.
Who cut that flower? The line is exquisite.
Someone skilled with a
Only a
blade.
master could make that cut.
What an interesting thing to pay attention to.
I told you the truth about our situation except on one point. I'm not here alone. On the cliff surrounding this vale are 500 of my best
500?
archers.
500 archers. Yep, I know. He was just straight up with it.
It is an ambush. See?
If you refuse to step in the cask, I drop this ribbon. which is the signal for my archers to blot the sun with their arrows.
Blot the sun with their arrows.
You can't get in there. There aren't any archers.
Shut up! You have no choice. Get in. Get in or die now.
Dare put a hand on me?
Oh no! Oh shit!
Yeah, no archers.
For a minute, I thought you believed him. There aren't any archers.
Here we go.
You bet with the devil.
Here we go.
Yep, here come the archers.
Oh my god!
500 of them.
Oh Jesus Christ! What do you do?
The cast, anything. Oh my god.
He wasn't lying.
No shit.
Bad sign.
No. Don't hurt our boy. Watch your fingers, watch your ankles, watch your fingers, watch your ankles.
Yeah, I thought they were supposed to stop every time.
He poisoned him.
Nice.
Snowcap.
Atta boy.
Leonidas kick. Oh, now.
Oh, now you're gonna need time to heal.
Hold me over your head and run.
What?
No reason for us both to die.
Ringo.
That was interesting that he was willing to self-sacrifice.
Yeah, fascinating. Ringo's got body armor.
This is the third time Ringo's come in clutch, dude. Ringo is the dude. Where would you be without Ringo, honestly?
Dead, probably. What a guy.
Your timing, you're deeply skilled.
There it is.
Well, it's yours. You won it.
What?
You were never getting in that barrel.
Men like him like to talk so much they eventually tell you how to destroy them.
He told you how to get into the castle.
Yes, he did.
What was it? The flower?
The cheap sake.
The prostitutes. You know, it's a shame our duel's set for tomorrow. I'd have to kill you before you can get your revenge.
Yeah. I love this dynamic so much.
Just knocked his ass out. Oh, hey, fella.
The man I met is no man. Eyes empty. Eyes like yours.
I keep waiting for them to say it's no man, it's a woman.
Yeah, right.
He'll stand right here, and he will open your throat. He'll watch you die.
Looks like you're back on the hunt, bud.
Left him his
the sword, though.
Your skill as a swordsman merits an opponent with full strength and focus.
That's true.
I will be able to supply you with both after I've fulfilled my task. On the second day of autumn, I will meet you at the appointed shrine, and you shall have the duel you deserve.
I was low-key hoping he'd stay there. And
I know, me
part of the whole
too.
thing.
Like, the arrow went in his leg, and he was probably going to be like, well, I can't, you deserve a fight of high caliber. We got to push it back a little bit, right?
Grand Theft Auto 6 can't come soon enough. Oh, what? Who dat?
I only know his name. Mizu. But someone knows more. He will tell us everything.
Put him in the sake barrel. Oh, no.
That dude didn't die?
Guess not.
Ended up in the barrel after all.
Yikes.
Man,
Well,
this is such a binge-worthy show.
It is.
Like, good cliffhangers, good surprises. The whole thing with the mushrooms was the last thing I expected to happen, to temporarily at least befall the big guy.
Yeah.
Unless it's a different big dude. It looks just
He
like...
might just have a bunch of big dudes,
all cut from the same cloth.
Generic big dude number 5.
Yeah, exactly. That was a nice play psychologically because, we're all thinking it's an ambush. Kind of basically was an ambush.
Yeah.
But not in the way that you expected, I appreciated that a lot. That was nice.
They really gave us the 500 archers, and then we're like, no, we're going to make you think that there aren't actually 500 archers there, and then surprise, they're actually blotting out the sun with arrows.
Yeah, as soon as, what's his name? Taigen.
Taigen.
When he's like, told you he was lying, I'm like, no, you said the thing. You said the thing.
He said the thing. He said it
now,
out loud.
Now they're all going to be there.
That's what I said, is like, that's an oddly specific number of archers.
Yeah, you're right down to it. It was a little bit weird how, I don't know how arrows work, but it was a little weird how it was perfectly getting inside the little canyon thing. It's like, it seems so narrow that it would presumably bounce off the rocks or something like that.
Well, they were having ones that bounced off towards them.
Oh, I guess it would still be dangerous.
That was part of the problem,
Gotcha.
too. Yeah. And I imagine if you get like a good enough arc, what goes up must come down, and so if you arc it enough, it'll come.
I bought into it just because of Ringo, like coming in and saving them. Like, it was essentially the idea that Taigen had proposed, like, just use my body to get us out of here, and then he came in. No, that's got to be a different big guy.
It is a bit different big guy. You're right, because big guy was used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just looks the same.
He's just got generic big guys. I mean, when you're a crime boss, you just got to surround yourself with a bunch of like meatheads.
Have you seen Die Hard?
I have seen Die Hard.
Okay. Yeah. Somehow the tall, long-haired blonde guy made it, even though he was hung from a chain.
Yeah.
So
I know, right?
You know. Somehow, he could have been the same dude.
Yep, that's true. You know what? That's a good point.
If it can happen to Bruce Willis, it can happen to anyone.
Yeah, never underestimate the big dude.
Exactly. This has been an interesting revelation. I mean, I think we kind of knew that it was George Takei's. I kind of assumed that it was him that
set up the marriage.
Yeah, I not consciously thinking about it, but like, who else would do it? It seemed to make sense, and then he said it, and it was a revelation for her, and she knew at that point she had to go.
Yeah.
Like, she couldn't stay next to this guy anymore because he was essentially slowing her down on her journey. It kind of answers my question that I had in my head that I didn't ask out loud, which is, if he was aware of the situation, why did he allow this horseman or this guy who's bringing manure along?
Yeah.
Why did he allow him
take him for a ride?
Take him so far? Like, why? It's like you could have said, "Yo, stop!" Like, we're going past our marker, but he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
To control the situation, and it only made things it only drove her further on her path towards what she wants to do.
Because it was immediately him showing his hand that he had no faith in her.
Yeah.
And he, like, despite all of his talk of like, all right, you're running away, I'm coming with you, you have lessons to learn. Despite all of these niceties where it seems like he believes in her and maybe he's a little bit different, he's no better than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Granted, he's coming from, at least his ending monologue is coming from a good place. Granted, it's rooted in centuries of tradition, but he's like, there are two paths ahead of you, and one is better and one is worse, and I'm just trying to give you what I think is best for you, which isn't always true, and is kind of the difficulty of being a parent or even being a authority figure in a young
mentor.
person's life. Yeah, a mentor is like, you kind of got to get the clash between, old knowledge versus young spirit kind of thing.
There is this temptation to immediately say, and I said it even during the course of watching this episode, that it's like it's rough being a woman. But I think it's just like, it's showing that times are just rough. Like, obviously, as a guy, you have options, but I think options are sometimes an illusion because it's still rough.
Right.
For years I worked as a self-employed person, and it's like, oh, I have freedom. No, you don't. Like, you're not going to say no to the job because you want to get the gig again from that same person who's employing you.
Yep.
And so you're on this rotation of people, you have to say yes to all of them all the time. And so, I think that while it is obviously frustrating to be a woman who does not seem to have choices other than like this awful path or this awful path over here, it's also rough being a dude, as illustrated by Taigen's character. It's like he got beat as a child based on the father's life. It's like,
he either dies as a fishmonger or he goes out and like grabs a sword and has to learn to kill people in order to elevate himself.
Yeah, well, that as well, but I'm just talking about being a kid where it's awful. It's like his father was either getting enough fish to live nicely, or he wasn't collecting enough that day, and as a result, he would beat his son. And it's like he's taking out his own his frustration on his own life out on his kid, which is fucked. And that is a real thing that abused kids go through.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it gave me a fleeting moment of real empathy for that character, just because like I know of people that happened to my dad. Like I know of people who've gone through that, and so it's just like no matter where you are, it's kind of shitty unless you're like the son of the shogun.
Right, but then you're like spoiled beyond belief and you have no concept of like what reality or what life is, so then you horribly mistreat the women around you and force them to black out their teeth.
Yeah, but but I'm saying he doesn't have any problems.
But he has no problems. Yeah, he's got zero problems.
Yeah, it's like unless you're that person, it's like life's rough. It seems
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he has his own battles. The show just has yet to reveal. But as it stands, he's a jerk. He's gross.
Agreed.
And
Agreed.
anyone with that much power is just like living pretty, while everyone else is kind of suffering in a variety of colorful ways. So it was kind of interesting how when the Blue Eye Samurai was faced with Mizu was faced with the opportunity for all that gold in exchange for her thumb. It wasn't an immediate like no, you know, like it kind of dwelled on it for a split second longer. And I'm like, that split second was everything though, because there was a consideration there of like, this could be an easier way. And I'm glad they actually included that, even though we all know it's the MC of the show.
They're not gonna agree to that.
Yeah.
But, you could also, looking at it, argue that she only paused because she was thinking through, okay, he's revealing himself through the gold. Okay, how far do I push him? And,
That's true.
strategically.
That's true.
But, I fully agree with you. There's a brief moment where it's like, there is an easier path ahead.
Yeah.
And she could consider every show about revenge. They always harp on it in one way or another. That main theme of, the revenge is never as satisfying as you want it to be. Everybody's always like, go, live, be happy, forget your revenge. And the main characters usually don't. They learn some lesson through it, but they usually stick with their revenge. And so there was that character moment of her considering going, it would be easy to just let this vendetta go.
Yeah.
It's cost me everything and earned me nothing.
Yeah.
I could just sit pretty with my money and my new earned title and, what use is a thumb? I've got another one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I'll be a left-handed swordsman.
I'll be a left-handed swordsman. Yeah, exactly. You learn single sword.
Right at the beginning of the show, they illustrated to us just like how it's from infancy, she has been seeing blood. From the beginning, it's just been so rough. That's crazy. That's just crazy imagery to see blood on a baby's face like that.
I know. That was such again, they work a lot in that sort of trope, and they use a lot of the blood splatter rather than seeing any sort of kill or violence. You just get that blood splatter. But I think you're right. The most poignant part was it splattering across her face as a baby. That really drove home just how rough life has been for her.
Yeah.
Because of her eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, our character made the decision we knew she was going to make, and she's on the path that she needs to be on. She goes, I don't want happiness. I want satisfaction.
Oh, that was a really good line.
It's such a great line because, I feel that way. I identify with that. It's I feel so fucking seen because, people are like, "Are you happy?" I'm like, "No, but this is what I'm supposed to do." I don't know what it is driving me to be I will. Once I have satisfaction that this is done, I will feel better for some reason. I don't know why, but that's what it is. I don't care about happiness. I care about the task being done. It's not necessarily a smile on my face. It's just there's something that feels good because this is finished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's I don't know if I smile at the end of a video game. I just feel better. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I feel. Speaking of finishing a video game, when you complete that game that you've really been working at, I feel a little empty because I'm now what do I do with myself?
Sure.
But there's a difference in perspectives, I guess. It's you're driving yourself. You're I got to do this. I don't care that I'm staying up all hours and playing this game. I just desperately need to get to the end, and then you're I have the satisfaction.
Yeah, I mean that's how victory kind of is with anything. It's once you do that, now there's a new mountain that you have to find.
That's true.
It's it's just trying to keep yourself challenged, I guess, until you're dead. Yeah. I mean, ostensibly, that's what a video game is.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's in lieu of being a samurai and going out and fighting the world, you're just a warrior inside of a digital realm.
Yeah.
And so, I love that line. It's if I was going to get a Megan Fox tattoo on my rib cage.
All pretty cursive and everything.
Exactly. I don't care about happiness, just satisfaction. I love that. Okay, I'm glad I found it. You guys, thanks so much for hanging. I'm Jaby Michael. This is
Michael Booth.
Peace out.